Hello, my name is Prince Nkembononye. Once again, I want to welcome you to this episode. And today I'll be talking to you on another dimension to giving. Another dimension to giving. For most of us in church today, we know about giving simply from Luke chapter 6 verse 38. It says, "Give and it shall be given to you. Good measure, pressed and shaken together, and run it over, shall men give unto you. For the same measure in which you use in giving out shall be given back unto you." Now, that always make reference to giving in the church in terms of offering, in terms of tithe, and other forms of kingdom service in giving. Now, this dimension I want to talk to you about is another level, another dimension of it. Friends, when we look at life simply means giving. You have heard before, living is giving. So what does that really mean? Now, it is not only in terms of offering and money that giving is required. Now, as an individual, you are on earth here today to give and render necessarily something that other people will want to have from you. How do I mean? Now, if you have nothing to give, then you have no reason to live. But as a living entity, you are alive today because you must have something to give out. Now, many people are in lack, not because there is no opportunity to have, but because they simply lack understanding in this area. You lack because you fail to give. Now, get me right. Not necessarily again money. Now, if you are working in an establishment, you are giving and rendering service. And so money simply comes to you, is paid in terms of your salary. Or if you are in business, you are rendering service, or you are in the marketplace, you are selling goods, giving out goods to those that need them. And therefore, in return, your finances is enhanced. Income you have. Now, most people don't understand this, and they simply live their life without thinking in terms of giving. If you do not give, you can never have. And the quality of your giving determines the quality of the life you live. Now, in the book of Matthew chapter 25, Jesus Christ, speaking of a parable in a person in the figure of God, called 3 of his servants and gave them talents. One he gave 5, to another he gave 2, and to another he gave 1. Now, the one that had 5 traded with it, and of course made 5 additional talents. The one that had 2 equally traded with that and had additional 2. Now the one that had 1 hid that and had only 1 to present to his master. And the master did not find that funny. The master rebuked him. The master sanctioned him. Now that is the way life sanctions you if you do not have what to give. Now that trading there means this individual have to give out something. The first one gave out 5, traded with it, gave 5 out, and then in return had 5 talents in addition. The one that had 2 traded, gave out those 2, and had in addition 2 more talents. But the one that had 1 simply refused to give it out, refused to trade with it. And so he was sanctioned severely. Friends, that's the way life sanctions individuals that fail to trade, that fails to give. Now, giving here as I said earlier, has to do with what you have within you in order there will be a benefit to others. For instance, if you are in the business of services, and one of the services is possibly cleaning a place, you are simply giving out your time, giving out your services, and in return you have something to show for it. If you are marketing maybe handsets, you are giving out handsets to those that want it. You are making it available to them, and in return you have your financial reward given back to you. So many Christians do not think in that direction. You must have something to trade with. You must have something to give out. And the more people you give, the more you receive. Now, that man that had one talent refused to trade, refused to give it out. He hid it and returned it back like that to the master, which was simply unacceptable to him. So the master called him and said, "You will have given my money to the usury, and then I will have something from it." Giving, you must have something to give. Look, folks, this life cannot contain you. You cannot survive in this life if you do not have things to give. Quality and quantity matters in this aspect. Now, he lacked this understanding and suffered for it. My prayer for you is that your understanding will come alive. And then you will have something. Begin to look for something to give. Now, another instance was in that woman that had challenge. She simply had nothing, a widow. And he cried to the man of God in 2 Kings. And he said, "Man of God, my creditors are out, even to burn my children." And then the man of God answered, "What do you have?" He said, "Nothing." She said, "Nothing, except a little oil." Now here is the problem. Many people don't know they have something to give. They have something to trade with. Because according to them, it looks small. But then, the man of God instructed, "Go, borrow a vessels, not a few, and then start filling those vessels with the oil." And of course, the oil did not cease, did not stop flowing until all her vessels were filled up. Now that is a lesson of life. Just like the man that had one talent, if he has given it out in trading, he will have moved from 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, 16 to 32, 32 to 64, 64 to 128, 128 to 356, and on and on. One can become so much if we learn this secret of giving out. What are you to do? You are to do 3 things. Number 1, if you must have, you must give. But what do you give? As I said, number 1, you must locate the talent that is in you. There is nobody that is giftless. There is no one that God has not given one talent or the other. And it is that talent that you can use to trade, to give out, to service humanity in order to have more and to have blessings and prosper. Now, you locate it. You may look inward, look in and find out what is your own talent. Now, possibly his ability to prepare good food. Now, that could be your talent. Now, you need to locate that. Now, if you locate this, what else you need to do? Number 2, you need to develop your talent. You develop the talent by enhancing it and making it ready for the marketplace. In Africa, we are suffering poverty because we do not develop the talents that we have. We simply believe in trading it raw. And when you trade raw talent, you have little or nothing to gain from it in terms of financial reward. A process is needed to enhance the quality of your talent, to enhance the delivery of your talent, to enhance the quantity of your talent. And once you process your talent, it becomes highly marketable. And as a result, you begin to have plenty in terms of financial reward. Now, the woman I said that discovered that she has a talent of preparing good food can begin to process that and possibly learn how to make presentation, African dishes, continental dishes, and all that. And as she presents it before others for financial reward, people begins to pay her high premium in order to access her talent. What else does she need to do? Processing it, then she needs to take it to her customers, to her clients. The more customers and the more clients you have, the more you get financial benefit. The more people you meet their needs, the more people you give, the more you receive. Now, I still make use of the woman that discovered that her talent lies in preparing good food. Now, if she can get that across to many people who have need to eat good food, and she give them the food, in return they will give her good money, and she won't lack again, and she will have more as much as she reach out to more people. So if you need to advertise, if you need to reach out to all the people wherever they are, more people wherever they are, please do that. And then the more people you touch, the more people you give your product, your services, the more you have your financial need met. This is a secret in life. This is a secret that has to do with you earning good finances. Get across to more people. Give to more people. Give more. And then you will have more. I give you an instance. Bill Gates, for instance. He is the richest man on the face of the earth today. Why? Because he's giving out quality and quantity-wise computers, personal computers to millions of people. Now, if you shrink that, then his income shrinks. But if he gives out that more, he gets more. And today, he's giving out more all over the country, all over the nations of the earth, across the earth, all over, everywhere. He's giving them more and more computer, software, and then he's getting more in return. Listen, learn from that. Wherever you are at this instance, locate what talent you have. What talent are you willing to give? What services are you willing to give? Now, when you locate that, try and process that talent. Make it better. Make it of higher quality. And then reach out to more people. And all you will discover is that you have grown money tree that will never lack again. Christians, wake up. Wake up. Wake up to this responsibility. You must have something to offer. You must have something to give. And it is only on the basis of giving it and adding value to humanity that your life is sustained and kept. If you say you don't have anything to give, then you don't have any reason to live. Now, for instance, God has designed the whole earth and the whole world to operate in this fashion. He knows it. That is why while Jesus Christ was on earth here, he needed to give out wine, good wine. He simply asked them to give water. And as they gave the water, it turned to wine. He needed to feed multitude. He needed to feed them with bread and fish. He asked and they gave him some bread and some fishes. Though the quantity was small, but it doesn't matter. With a man that has this understanding, nothing is small. Everything can be used to access more if you know how to use this principle. And Jesus Christ used it, and what do we have? He fed thousands of men and women. Now, please listen. Life answers only to givers. If you do not give or have something to give, then you have no reason to live. Look at it. We all take carbon dioxide from the plants. The plant gives out carbon dioxide and takes in oxygen. While humans takes in the oxygen and give them the carbon dioxide. Now, if you say you will not give out the carbon dioxide, what happens? You die. If you seize your breath and say, I'm not giving out carbon dioxide, you are equally in the same vein signing for death. Take this example again. After eating the best of food, the delicacy you desire, you say, no, I've eaten this, I will not give it out in terms of waste to the toilet. I'm not going for toileting. This delicacy that I ate must remain with me. What happened? Certainly you are signing in for death, because life is designed as you take in, you give out. Please learn this simple truth and turn your life around. It is not only offering and tithe you must give. You should be able to give something to your generation, to humanity. And the more of these you give, the more your finances is enhanced. I challenge you today to look inward and discover what is it that you have to give to humanity. What do you have? There is something you have. Locate it and process it and take it to the marketplace to reach more and more people. That way, you have grown for yourself monetary, and you will never lack finances again. Friends, I welcome you to your season of financial breakthroughs in life. As you trade with this secret, as you trade with this understanding, I see you never in lack of money and finances ever. I see you a man of means, and that is why I want to invite you to our Club 117 International for a big addition to humanity. And that is what we are doing in Club 117, adding value to humanity. We have as our mission to touch life and to enhance the quality of life by creating opportunities and values for men and women across the globe. And of course, becoming a platform that have the highest number of millionaires and billionaires on the face of this earth. You can join us today, no matter how and where you are in your standing and rating in life. Come be part of this, and it's a very interesting journey as we take every step towards creating value for humanity and value for yourself. I invite you to join us in Club 117 International. Please find time to register and be part of this movement. You can do that by indicating your interest at Club 117 International on the Facebook page, or call or send me text on +234 0837 01 0857. I'm expecting to hear from you, and I'm sure we're building a great fortune together. You are welcome to Club 117.